stuff.
Well, good morning and welcome to Rise and Grind 24/7. I hope everybody had a nice slumber and we're back. Jenna is in New York,
Good morning.
and
Good
I'm in
morning.
South Carolina, and we're ready to give you some golden nuggets for this Thursday in March.
Happy Thursday, Herb. Happy Thursday. I can't
Happy
believe how
Thursday.
fast the week
It's
goes.
it's 30 degrees in Walterboro, South Carolina right now,
And
but
it's
I heard it's even
probably,
colder there.
it's not colder. It's the same probably. I'm going to look now because
I don't know. Alexa told me it was colder.
spring is right around the corner. It is 24 degrees. What is yours?
30.
We're going up to 33 today. By 5 o'clock, it's going to be 33.
We're gonna be up to 60.
Yeah, so we're like half today.
Yeah.
The rest of the week is 45 and 50. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
take it. Listen,
Take, take,
I'll
take
take
it,
it from
take it
you.
and run. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I'll take
right.
it.
So,
So yeah.
how did your wine go last night? Did you enjoy your Josh wine?
Well, you know what's funny is when you told me I stuffed the bottle, we killed the wine, but
You
I
killed it.
started to read. It is somebody's father that this is named.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I did some little, it's really, there's a whole story on the back of this, but I'm
Okay.
not going to read it. But anyways, yeah, pretty interesting story. But there's always a story when it comes to wine, right? Like
Oh,
people
well,
know
you
wine that
know,
I don't.
wine is something, and I have two friends that love to collect wine and drink wine and all that, and they're wine lovers, wine
We have a
connoisseurs.
wine cellar in the basement.
Yeah, that's one of my friends. He has a wine cellar,
Yeah. So
and
we have a fishing rod
yeah,
basement. The ceiling is all fishing rods, and
yeah.
on the bottom it's all. We have a mini bar downstairs, a mini bar upstairs.
My kind of people.
The downstairs has running water, so the running water for the bar. The
Yeah.
upstairs doesn't have that. It just has like when we entertain, we hire somebody or we do it ourselves. Doesn't matter. To do it depends on how the party goes because I'm not going to sit there. I'm a great guest. I'm a lousy host. I'm a lousy host. I
But
will invite you to my house,
but you're gonna do everything.
help yourself. Yeah, help yourself. That's why I do buffets. I don't do sit down dinners.
You know what? I agree with that type of thinking because they're
I want to enjoy my company. I don't want to.
allow people to be comfortable.
Yeah, I want to enjoy my company. I don't want to
Yeah,
be at your beck and call and serving you. The fridge is
yeah,
right there. Go grab a beer. Go to the bar.
yeah,
Make yourself a drink.
exactly.
Or if somebody's standing there, they'll help. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to keep getting up and getting down, and getting up. That's
Oh,
why,
I
you
like
know,
that thought.
when I do pool parties, I tell everyone, mind your own kids because you're signing a waiver. I am not responsible for your kid
That's
because
right. Very
that's
true.
what happens when people come over. They get involved with other people and they don't pay attention to their little kids. And, thank God I've never, ever, ever had an incident at my house. And I've had pools my whole life,
Yeah.
in-ground pools, deep, deep pools. There's one end where the rock, where people
Oh, so
jump off.
over 4 feet pool.
Well, it's almost 22 feet on that end.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's really deep. The other side is 4 feet is like you're just hanging out, but
Yeah.
then it gets gradually to 6, 7, and 8 feet in the center, and then it's really deep in the far end.
Wow.
So the kids grew up, learning how to swim and whatnot, but I don't know what other people's kids do, and so yeah. So
Okay.
no
So it's
tragedies.
Thursday.
Today's Thursday, and I was thinking last night. I was talking to a few people, and they're like, you know what? I'm just one of these people that I start and stop. I'm
Mm,
not really a quitter, but
mm,
when I get started with something, I'm all in for like a good 30 days.
yeah.
And then at the height of my enthusiasm, something happens and I just stop. I don't quit. I just stop.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit
Yeah.
because,
It's a good subject. Yeah.
yeah, starting and stopping. No one has to understand your journey but you,
Oh, well said. Well said.
right? No one has to make apologies for it. You don't have to apologize for it. No one has to make sense of it as long as it makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So you have people that keep going like Energizer bunnies, right? And they don't stop trying until they make it. And then you have people who kind of do this start and stop, start and stop.
Yeah.
Both can lead to success because let's face it, you stopped for a reason. Maybe life got in the way. Maybe there was an illness. We don't know why you stopped pursuing what it is that you're pursuing, but you did. You stopped. So I guess my thing is that I just wanted to send a message out there that if you are a starter and a stopper, get to the root of why you got started in the beginning, because your why will always keep you, in that momentum, right? So I started working for myself because, number one, I got tired of making somebody else rich.
Yeah.
Right?
The why will fuel the momentum.
The why is huge.
Yeah.
And then if you're stopping for a reason, what is that reason? Like, get to the heart of it. Because
you really have to dissect that reason because and probably there's some layers to it.
Yes.
And so
like layers. Like Shrek.
It's not superficial. There's some layers to why you're stopping. And so you have to figure it out and talk to somebody maybe and say, this is this. Why am I stopping? And then you have to bring it out. But a lot of it's fear. A lot of it you talk about a lot of it's fear.
Yeah, and here's a critical thing: if your why is strong enough, your excuses don't matter. Yeah. So you're stopping for a reason. You're stopping for a season. You're stopping for an obstacle, an excuse. But if your why is that big, then your excuses or the reason for why you stopped goes out the window. Yeah. And yes, faith and fear have a whole lot to do with it.
Whole lot to do with it. Whole lot to do with it.
So yeah, everything that you want is on the other side of fear.
And confidence. I think, the big word there is, are you confident in the direction you're going, and why you started. If you're confident about it, then, the stops are just, something that needs to be dissected and analyzed a little bit why you're stopping. Absolutely. Because if you're confident in who you are and what you're doing, that should also fuel the momentum. That would.
And one thing about confidence, you can suck in the beginning. We all do.
Oh, we all do.
And your confidence will be in the toilet.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm going to say about confidence. Your faith, your unwavering faith, has to be so strong that even if you're not as confident, it will overrule it. So everybody that starts something is not an expert.
Yeah.
Nobody. Nobody that starts something new is an expert. It takes time. Okay. Yeah. Even if you want to be a pianist, right? A pianist. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
I'm not getting crazy. I'm not getting crazy. I'm behaving.
You still have to practice.
Now, this guy, his name is Dustin Pedroia.
Yes.
He is his first exhibition game today in Florida. He's been out for a long time because of a major knee surgery. Superstar Red Sox, but for the last year and a half, he hasn't been able to do anything really. And anybody else would have retired. He's not retiring because he still has a passion for the game. And there's the key word, passion.
Yes, well said.
Do you have that passion for why you started to begin with? That's the key.
Absolutely. Passion is what ignites your soul. A paycheck doesn't. Just getting paid. Money, I hate when people say money is the root of all evil. Money is just a vehicle to get you what you want out of life.
Money's a necessity in life. So you need it. But, it shouldn't be driving, the passion and money I believe are two different things.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is that your passion has to be realistic with what your end goal is. So if
Mm-hmm.
your end goal is you have to pay bills, then you might have to figure out a way to pursue your passion while working at another job. So
Mm-hmm.
I get this a lot. They're like, well, how do you chase your passion when you're not working? I work 7 days a week.
She does work.
24 hours a day so that I don't have to work for someone else on a 9-to-5 job.
Mm-hmm.
I have a team, a legion of followers. I have a legion of teams, not just one, that rely on me to help them get to that land of get it done, the get it done land. I don't even want to call it the abundance land because it's stupid. It's the get it done land.
Get it done. Exactly.
Get it done. Whatever it is that they set their mind to, I aid them in getting it done, because here is the secret to success. Small, consistent activities every single day bring monumental results. So let's talk about health. If you're a health nut and you go to the gym every single day religiously, or you decide to go 3 times a week religiously, whatever you map out to do, as long as you're doing it consistently and not faking yourself out of it, you're going to get.
Don't be looking on a cell phone in the gym.
Yeah. Well, if you're on the treadmill and you're bored.
No, but I've seen people just sit on the seat. You know, it's like, that's not what the gym is for.
Oh, I got a funny story to tell you. So my husband and I went out to eat at a restaurant the other day. It was for lunch, like a late lunch. And the stalls, there's only like 2 stalls in this restaurant, I guess. And then there's urinals and whatnot, you know. So one guy was on the toilet, literally.
Edith, I'm on the toilet. Right.
On the toilet. Speaking of toilets, I renamed my toilet Jim instead of John. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I can honestly say I go to the gym every morning.
Boom.
There we go. All right.
You'll be here all week.
So, so my husband got irritated because there was somebody there, and I won't say what nationality he was, but it was mira que quiere papita papita mija. Okay, so
okay.
So if you're in New York,
he wasn't Irish. He wasn't Irish.
Official second language in all of the United States. But anyway.
That's the guy who wasn't Irish.
Anyhow, he's on the gym talking up a storm.
Oh,
Oh
my God, I hate that.
And not for nothing, but the stall next to him, I guess, was out of order or something. I don't know, whatever. So my husband's politely waiting, and he's listening to this guy go on and on and on and on. And I'm sorry, when you gotta go.
You gotta go. That's true.
Go, okay? If it's just a urinal, yes, you guys are lucky. You have those urinals there. You could just whip it out.
But if they're being used, you know, you're like doing a
exactly
5-minute mile in one place.
So very obnoxious person. So like if you're that person that goes into the stalls to have a private conversation with someone, that is just rude. That gets my grinds, actually. So yeah. So anyhow,
that's your toilet
my
story.
husband got out, and you know, finally this guy got out, and he was so upset, and he told me the story, and I said, you know what, hon? I don't want to be, you know, disrespectful, but perhaps that guy was working in the kitchen all day, and that was probably his only break.
That's a school of thought.
Maybe he was reading. You know, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very disrespectful. It was horrible to have somebody wait while you're chatting, but you just never know what's going on. So I'm thinking this guy works in the kitchen all day, probably never gets a break, because some of these sweatshops.
Some of these kitchens
they don't let you take a break.
No, when I was a teenager, I worked at Ellington Ridge Country Club, and you know, as a 16-year-old prepping and doing dishes and all that, we didn't have breaks.
Yeah, so there you go. So maybe this guy only, and it's cold outside, so and he probably takes public transportation, so he doesn't have a
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
to go
That's
into.
true.
A lot of these kitchen helps. Remember, they just
They don't
I
get a lot
hate
of
to say
pay.
it, but they just landed here yesterday, kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? A lot of them are illegals, as Trump, will call them, right? Because they came from they came from the border, like a lot of them do. In New York, let's not fake it. We have a lot of people that are working in kitchens that don't have either. They're cash workers, right? So anyhow, so this guy maybe doesn't have a car that he can go into and talk. Maybe he doesn't have the wherewithal to have. So as far as I'm concerned, think about things that gets your grinds and try to be a little more empathetic to maybe there's a reason why people are doing what they're doing.
True.
So, I just, again, was it a funny situation? I can imagine somebody go, oh my God, I gotta go, and at the same time, I also understand that you shouldn't be rude. Yeah. Say your piece. I mean, literally, he probably could have been standing up against the wall and doing the same talking instead of sitting on the john, because it's still the bathroom. I don't think, huh?
I'm just wondering how we got here from passion. That's all. I'm just like.
There's passion on the toilet. That's why.
I'm going to have to watch this show again to see how we segued into that. But
you know what? I don't know why, but bathroom humor always makes me laugh. No, but yeah.
It is funny. It is funny. It is funny. And if you can't laugh, please. That's another subject that I can say. Laugh today. Laugh today.
Yes. Raise your mugs.
Yeah.
Here's one to laugh. Do you want to laugh what this mug says?
What does the mug say?
It says you can kiss. No, you can just supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Put your glasses on.
Oh, I gotta put my glasses on, bro. I can't. Okay.
I know your pain.
You can just supercalifragilistic kiss my acidosis.
Ooh, there we go. A sassy mug.
That is a sassy mug.
I just got the boring see-through mug.
Oh, I like that Mason mug. Yeah, this is always my go-to mug. It's probably going to show the right way.
I do see it right there. Oh, we get everything on RizeNGrind24/7.
This is a statement mug. That's what it is.
There you go.
So on that note,
wow.
Telepathy, touch red. Let's see, touch red. Touch red. Touch red so we don't have jinx on us.
Okay. So today, laugh. Find your passion. Why are you stopping? And find out why. Yes.
And make your why so strong enough that the how doesn't matter. How you get there won't matter. And try to think of something exciting that makes you want to keep going instead of stopping. So Have a great day.
Have a great day, everybody. Here. We'll be back tonight with our alcoholic beverages and pollen. And the whole universe just said, bless you.
Namaste.
Namaste. All right, we'll see you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.